Hey everyone, it's Char from Char's Fashion Nation. Real quick, this weekend food. Alright, I haven't done a cooking with Char in a while, so I'm kind of jazzed about doing a cooking with Char. And in these hard economic times, sometimes we have to cook budget food. And sometimes on the weekend, we don't feel like dirtying a bunch of dishes. So here in a little bit, after I pull what's in the oven, which is hot dogs, they're protein, they're beef. Eat protein, it helps you. So what we are going to do is make a different kind of, just a whole different kind of meal on a budget with flavor. And one of the flavors is, oh, I'm so glad I went to IGA because they have the Stubbs liquid smoke, the best liquid smoke you can get. My nails are a whole other video, but I hope you like them. Sometimes people like aliens. Anyway, there's a video for that later. So once I bring the hot dogs out of the oven, yes, I set the oven 375 degrees, and I'm going to go ahead and check them. They are about done. And then when I pull them, I will cut them up, and then what we will add to this mixture, lovely, because I will also be adding some instant rice, which I'm happy to have. This stuff is expensive too, unless you go to the IGA, and you're like, IGA, yay, for my budget. So also, the other thing I like getting is the Goya beans, especially when they have that. So we will be using 2 cans of the Goya frijoles negros, black beans. They are specifically labeled so that, it's because sometimes we can't find the expiration date on it, so we just label it. And then, what store you be from? Oh yeah, right here. I love red kidney beans. Now there are reasons for eating beans, and we will also be adding in a can of refried beans. Beans, musical fruit. A can of diced tomatoes. You're like, wait, what about diced tomatoes with green chili? We'll get to that. Crushed tomato. Garlic. 1 can of enchilada sauce. Trust me. I also found these at the IGA. Is dehydrated red onion and dehydrated, I've been wanting to try this, jalapeno. Now also, when I go to do a meal like this, I put 2 pats of real butter. And once I get these cans open and that meat out, I'll show you that. Now, if you really want to keep the messy cleanup at bay, this is what I'm gonna do. So you basically just, I took the hot dogs out just before I cut back to doing the video, is just take your hot dogs, put them on the plate, obviously. These are cooked all the way through. I'm not mad at that because we actually want that flavor. The other thing I forgot to tell you is sometimes I put the chipotle Tabasco in for some extra flavor. That's also really good. If you want food, now a lot of people, and I was like this for the longest, right? I wouldn't eat hot dogs for a while. And I was like, ew, gross, ew, gross. Now, hot dogs are protein. They're protein. Don't be afraid to eat proteins, because the human body actually needs it to feed the brain. Beans do have protein. Absolutely. There are certain things in the plant life, the plant life of life, that is just chock full of protein and everything else. So I'm going to cut these up because I got them all on here. I'm going to cut all these up. I'm going to put everything in here. But you know, we'll be back with that. Okay, now that we are back, the hot dogs are all cut up. And now what we are going to do now, you would think I'd put the rice in this first. No, that's not actually true. I'm not going to drain the beans. You might be like, what? Because we want all that. Red beans, they came out nice and clean. And now for the black beans. And then after the black beans, we'll put in the refried beans. And if I change my mind on those jalapenos, it's because, like, as much as I put jalapenos, I tasted one, and I didn't taste all that. I tasted one. So, get all of the ingredients in here, because we need to. And like I said, you know, this is more of an easy cleanup, very easy, economical, budget friendly. If you have a lot of people in your house, or you just want to make something that'll last a few days, yes, do stuff like this. This is so friggin' budget friendly. And you can put any kind of meat you want with this. I suppose you could use a vegetarian or vegan meat, which isn't real meat, but you get the point. You know, I'm not busting on the bad hunters. I'm not busting on y'all bad hunters out there. I'm not. Okay, so, like I said, we're going to get all this in here. All the ingredients will go in. And when we come back, I will show you the rest of this on the plate. Because first, we want to cook all the bean, right? We want to get that going for about like 15 to 20 minutes on 375. And then when you pull it, that's when you put in the rice and give that about another 20 minutes. And maybe a little time consuming, but I'll tell you what, it's worth it. Here we go. See if I can get the rest of that refried bean out of there. Almost. I know it's kind of a little more difficult working with the knife rather than a spoon. But, you get the point. Okay, we're done getting those out of the can. And, kind of chop it down with the knife a little bit, because that helps, like, spread out the refried beans in there. And go ahead and add in, well, that almost splashed all over the freaking counter. Go ahead and add in your crushed tomato, your enchilada sauce. This is going to be so friggin' good. Yes, I just took the knife across the back of that too. And don't forget your diced tomatoes. And like I said, I'm just going to put this in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. And I'll mix that before we put that in the oven with a spoon. And the tray that I'm using for this, I got from Amazon. It was not PR, but I'm not mad at that. I'm really not. Don't forget your Stubbs liquid smoke in there too. A couple of splashes of that. And we'll be back with the rest. Don't forget your onions and your garlic. And I don't think I'll put this in now. I don't know. Maybe it's my taste buds. But we will use the Tabasco in there. And we'll be back with that. But real quick, let me show you what this looks like before it goes in the oven. And I'm not going to put foil on this because you want to let some of this liquid reseed just a little bit. So this is what it looks like just coming out of the oven. And I will meet you at the table. Sour cream is good on this, by the way. This is what it looks like on the plate. It's thick, it's hearty. I'm gonna taste it before I put some sour cream. Anyway, shy guy Rob over here. I was afraid I'll like turn it on and he'll be seen. Let me guess. It's funny that way.
Can be seen.
He can only be heard. You can sort of be seen on TikTok, but nobody can see your actual face. Unless you think it's Bane, and then that's rough. And that's this Bane vibe going on. So anyway, I'm going to try this now as soon as I get some of the sour cream off the fork. Now that's good sour cream. Food on a budget. Oh, a picture of you at the army shooting range. Anyway, Rob also used to be a cop. But he's going through some of his photos. But anyway, guys, let me know kindly in the comments below. Would you make a budget meal like this? Because trust me, there's so like a lot left in the pan that if we don't eat it today, which I doubt that we will. Gotta taste that refried beans in there with the flavor of the smoked chipotle Tabasco. The enchilada sauce. This is like a chili and rice dish, like a baked chili and rice dish. Like I said, use whatever meat that you have in the house. If hot dogs is all you have, don't worry about it. It's protein. And this is good. Anyway, guys, stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. I'm gonna eat the rest of this fabulous food, and I will see you later, actually, and have that video also coming up for my nails. See you then. Don't forget, 9 o'clock, Makeup Addict 1992. Go over to her channel. We will be on live.